My journey began with an early morning train ride from Stockholm to Gothenburg, and from there a bus to Smögen. After a few hours of travel, I arrived in this picturesque coastal town, excited for what lay ahead. First stop, the quaint Smögen Church, conveniently located near the bus stop. It was the perfect place to pause and take a breath after the long journey, soaking in the peaceful atmosphere. The sun shining and the day buzzing with energy, I made my way to Smögen Town Center, where the real fun began. Picture this: lively pubs, charming shops, and waterfront restaurants, all bathed in the warmth of a perfect summer day. I couldn't resist the call of classic fish and chips paired with a refreshing beer, enjoying the local vibe as I watched boats bob in the harbor. I spent the rest of the afternoon strolling around, taking in the relaxed seaside life. Later, I headed to my guest house, which was about 15 kilometers from the center. It was a cozy little spot, made even better by the warm and welcoming hosts. They gave me a bike and some great tips for exploring the area the next day. It was a quiet, peaceful evening, getting ready for a day of adventure. I started my morning with an exciting cycling trip, speeding downhill through beautiful countryside. The cool breeze hit my face as I rode, and everywhere I looked, there were green fields and blue skies. The peaceful landscape stretched out in front of me, making me feel refreshed and ready for the day. Every turn of the road brought something new to see, whether it was the hills in the distance or the sea on the horizon. As I continued, I came across a group of Arla Swedish cows quietly grazing in a...
They are real sweet. They're looking at me like a stranger. Yes, I am a stranger, but... Hey. Hello.
meadow. They looked at me with interest as I cycled past, and their calm presence made the countryside seem even more peaceful. A little further on, I saw some horses near a stable, happily eating grass. They were beautiful, and seeing them added to the feeling of being in a simple, quiet part of the world, far from the busy city life. After a while, I stopped for a coffee at a small cafe. The warm coffee was just what I needed after the ride, and I took a moment to relax and enjoy the quiet morning. With my energy restored, I continued my journey. Next, I headed to Kungshamn, a lovely small town nearby, The ride there was enjoyable, and I looked forward to exploring the town. When I arrived, I was greeted by its quiet streets, lined with traditional Swedish homes and friendly faces. The town had a calm yet lively feel to it. I spent some time walking around, admiring the views of the sea and the colorful boats in the harbor. Before catching the bus to Smögen, I made sure to explore more of Kungshamn. It was a peaceful place with beautiful views, perfect for a quiet walk. The day had started with adventure and beauty, and I knew there was more to come as I continued my journey to Smögen. Back in Smögen, I decided to venture away from the center and hike along the rugged coast. The landscape was stunning. Rocky cliffs, deep blue waters, and a touch of wind added to the adventure. After my hike, I returned to the center just in time to beat a passing shower and treated myself to a waffle topped with banana, which looked too good to resist. Another coffee in hand, I made my way to one of the top viewpoints overlooking Smögenbryggan. From the viewpoint, I took in the beauty of the Smögenbryggan, a historic wooden boardwalk once central to the town's fishing trade. Today, it's a hub of life with shops, restaurants, and amazing views. After taking some incredible pictures, I had lunch at a restaurant by the water, admiring the scenery and appreciating the rich history of this iconic place. The old wooden deck, once trodden by fishermen, now serves as a vibrant gathering spot. Next, I headed to Vallevik Beach, a peaceful and quiet spot where some locals were enjoying a swim. It was the perfect way to unwind after a day of exploring. I ended the day by picking up some Thai food and a beer before heading back to my cozy guest house. That evening, I enjoyed my meal while listening to Punjabi songs, all while looking out through the floor-to-ceiling glass windows with a view of the woods as I drifted off to sleep. A perfect end to an amazing trip.